Welcome everyone. In order to set up our Google Pixel 6 or 6 Pro, we'll start off by tapping on Get Started. Now I want you to connect to a mobile network, so you just need to eject the SIM card tray and insert your SIM card. If you do need help, I do have a dedicated tutorial in the description. So I'm going to insert the SIM card and it should connect me to the mobile network. Now if you already inserted the SIM, connecting to Wi-Fi is optional. If you did not insert a SIM, Wi-Fi is mandatory, okay? So I'm just going to tap on here, use mobile network for setup. For you can connect your Wi-Fi if you don't want the mobile data charge. So I'll select continue, and now it's going to say getting your phone ready. So it's just going to download a bunch of configurations and all that good stuff. So you'll see here, copy apps and data. So if you select don't copy, your Google Pixel 6 will be starting from scratch. If you select next, keep in mind you will need a charging cable which will allow you to connect both your Pixel 6 on one end and either your iPhone or another Android phone on the other end. So you may need a USB-C to Lightning cable, or you may need a USB-C to USB-C cable, okay? Just keep that in mind. And then from there, you follow the on-screen instructions. It's very simple, but for me, I'm going to select don't copy. And now I see this loading screen right here. So it's just going to check if you had a Google account in the past. So let's say if you bought this phone used, may want you to enter in those details. If you do not know those details and you bought this phone used, ask the seller to remove their Google account from the device. If they cannot remove their Google account, then they've scammed you, so you just want to return the Pixel. However, if you see the sign-in screen, all you need to do is sign in with your Google account. This is your Google account, okay? You most likely have one if you're watching this video. However, if you don't, there is always a create account option right here. You can also select skip, but keep in mind a bunch of Google services like Google Play, etc. will not work. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to enter in my Google account details now. After you've signed in, you would see a screen which asks you to agree to the terms and conditions. Just select I agree. And now we are brought to the Google services page. So you see here, it's going to ask for our location. If you plan on using your Pixel 6, you want to use the maps, most features, then use location is recommended. Now scanning. So scanning just helps you see your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth networks faster, but the downside is it uses a lot of battery. So me personally, I recommend you turn off the scanning. Then you have send usage and diagnostic data. If you want to help the Pixels become a better product, you can turn this one on. However, it does use battery in your network, so I'm going to turn it off. Then we're going to select accept. It's going to ask you to back up your phone with Google One. So this uses your Google Drive storage. If you're wondering, when you have a Google account, you have Google Drive, you have 15 gigabytes of free storage, okay? After that, you will need to spend money on a subscription. Me personally, I'm going to select not now, but if you want your data backed up, okay, select turn on. So I'll select not now, and I want you to create a PIN. If you select screen lock options, you also have the option for a pattern and a password. So I'm personally going to select a pattern. I'm going to enter in my pattern, and then I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. All right, from here, it's going to say set up fingerprint ID. So you need to scroll down, and you have the option for no thanks or I agree. So if you select no thanks, no fingerprint will work. If you select I agree, it's going to say how to set up, select start, and then you just place your thumb or any finger on the fingerprint sensor, okay? So it's going to, give you step-by-step instructions. You'll need to move your finger around slightly, okay? So don't place it in the exact same place every single time. It shouldn't take too long to set up. And there we go, fingerprint added. You can add another right here in the setup screen. You can add more fingerprints inside the settings as well, and I do have a tutorial on how to do that. Now it says continue setup, so let's just select continue here. I'll try that again. So you have talk to Google hands-free with this command right here, so you can have that on or off. I personally don't use the Google Assistant, so I'm going to select skip. Access your assistant without unlocking your phone, so that just means if you want to access the assistants from the lock screen, I'm going to select I agree. Now it says anything else, and you have all these other options here if you would like to play around with them, such as changing the wallpaper, adding more email accounts, all that good stuff. It's up to you whether or not you want to change these options. You can always change them later in the settings app, and I also do have dedicated tutorials for all these things as well. So I'm going to select not thanks. We'll give it a couple of seconds. Now you're going to see get more tips and tricks. So do you want to subscribe to Google emails? I'm going to select not thanks. I recommend you do the same. Just going to give you like basic stuff. You don't want to subscribe, you'll fill up your email inbox. And we'll just give it a couple of seconds here and swipe to navigate your phone. So you have the option to try, and it will teach you the swipe navigations. I have a dedicated tutorial on how to use swipe navigations, so just keep that in mind. You also have a system navigation settings, and it will allow you to directly change from gesture navigation to the good old 3-button navigation. If you accidentally didn't select the gesture navigation settings, I do have a dedicated tutorial again on how to change the gesture navigation if you would like. And then from here, you are now in the Google Pixel 6. So I recommend now you watch my tutorial on how to use your Google Pixel 6. It will be in the description. There's a bunch of other related tutorials you may want to know on your Pixel 6. I have a playlist as well. Just check it all out and you'll master your Google Pixel 6 in no time. So with that being said, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.